I was able to make perfect reference to the things I've been telling him all these years. You guys know how my kids are boys, so their ability to become financially independent as the bosses that they should be for their homes is so important to me, right? I talk to them about life, about everything else, and yes, we cannot leave the money conversation aside. And today, it made perfect sense. I always told him that you have to know God, you have to study the Bible, you have to do this, but you have to understand that to have quality of life, you must have money to some extent. To be able to go to preach the good news to others, to do door to door, you need money. Why do you need money? You pay for gas, you pay for transportation, you buy gas, a car, you prepare, you dress up. You cannot show up at somebody's door looking shabby. The person will even listen to you and what you have to say. You'll be mocked at. And today at the Kingdom Hall, something happened. I went to the Kingdom Hall and I realized I was super cold. And then after the talk, we were told that there is no heat in the building. And as a result, we will not do the Watchtower studies. And this has been going on for a while. I know that this has been going on for a while. I'm not saying they said this has been going on for a while, but this is the first time I heard an announcement being made about it. But they were fixing it, and of course, they have members that are still going to sit back and fix it. There are people in the congregation, the Jehovah's Witness congregation. I love it because they have people, they have a branch that they hire, just like organizations have HRs and stuff. The Jehovah's Witness organization does have a department that they recruit people to do construction, information system management, other things that work for the congregation, or the people, the religion or whatever. So I'm sure some of those people. But guess what? It's not working. If it is a religion that is set for business, right? Somebody will go out of their pocket. Hey, how are you doing? Bye. I hope you are doing well. Hi, Akash. Good evening. How are you doing? Yes. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe. Thank you so much, YouTubers. I appreciate. Hello. So you see what is going on? If it is some other religion, people are paying tithe monthly based on their 10%. People are doing collections in the church I used to visit. They'll go around more than 3, 4, 5 times. You go to the church, they collect collections. They collect this, they don't even think of the people, but they think about their pockets. It's business. So every Sunday and all their prayer meetings, it's wonderful to see people there, right? Because this congregation don't focus on people money, a whole congregation is there without what? Energy, heat, and this is ongoing situation. Yet the same people, and this is not me I'm trying to help you with a mindset thing. This is the same people that would preach and engrave in you that keep seeking first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all other things will be added to it. Make sure you have a balanced life. Make sure you serve God in the most healthiest way possible without putting constraints on your life, that because you are serving God, you can't even dress certain way, because learn to be free in life is what I'm saying. Learn to make money and learn to serve God. If you know me in my personal, when it comes to parenting, I avail myself 110,000% for parenting. When it comes to wanting to pay my bills and live, I avail myself to the best of my ability. Everything I put my head into, I want to do it to the best of my ability. So why would you want to serve God? And because you are serving God, you are so obsessed with the idea that you let go of your need, your holistic need as an individual. When you say it, they will say, oh, they don't have to associate with you. Your mindset is not aligned with theirs. You did this, you do that, you do that. It's okay for anybody not to associate with you because you want to have a balanced life. This situation I'm talking about, if it is some other church, there is a member out there that will go into their pocket that will solve that problem instantly. There are other people that will give an oath, give their word and say, I am going to give this donation to the church in support of the heater situation to solve that heating problem. But how will somebody go into their pocket and bring you $5,000-$10,000 or $20,000 for such a situation, knowing perfectly that you are teaching them to not work hard, to not put in so much work, because they have to put all their time in God. I used to go to school with this lady, Sister Mercy. Sister Mercy hates to hear you talk about properties in Ghana, building, land, this, because to her, right, Armageddon is coming. The end is coming. It's really near, and your attention and everything must be. Because of that, she didn't even do her bachelor's, so the associate was enough. The same people, if they see you with your master's, more masters, they say, this is, they don't even. The same people say, I say, you people there, you bought house, you did this, you did this. But at the same time, these are the people that want to live certain way, like Kotti, very minimalistic. I'm not saying you can be rich and be minimalistic, but this idea of not chasing riches because the end is coming. Do you know how long it's been since I've been told the end is coming? I was raised by these people. My mother is 100% Jehovah's Witness. So there is nothing wrong with being a Jehovah's Witness. But it's so important that you understand that money is crucial in your life. Money is so relevant in your life. And you don't, if you're a child, you have to not. Why is it that when people want to get married in the congregation, quickly, they have to route them to the best families that are financially stable? They choose and pick. I had cousins that are older than me. I have cousins that are older than me that are not married to date. Because when it was time for them to marry, they don't have their own professions. They are not college graduates. They are also bent to marrying witnesses. And whenever any brother or anybody want to come and marry them, the elders route the men to different women. As a result, these my cousins are there now with no husbands, no children. Think about it. A situation like that would never happen in the bigger congregation where there is no light, where there is no energy. There must be somebody paying. Today, they will sing. They will not even send us home early like that. They will sing, they will collect, let's collect offering, let's do this, let's do that. People have to pledge, pledging. Let's pledge because we need to buy a new heating system, a new HVAC or whatever for the church. And you see donations flowing in. So you see how we putting in our mind and in people's mind that money is not important than serving God. It's even affecting the place of worship. It's even affecting the place of worship's ability to obtain and maintain a heating system in this cold weather. So it was a perfect scenario that I had the opportunity to use to teach my son. And it makes perfect sense to him. I said, you see, now guess what we did next? We left the Kingdom Hall, since we can't even stay for Watchtower, and we went to the restaurant. This restaurant opens at 11. Usually I go there, but never been there when it was just open. I had the opportunity, we had the opportunity to even join the breakfast side of the restaurant, and it was a different experience. And guess how much? In Ghana, if you have to have the kind of experience we had this morning, things are so expensive that the ordinary person, even me living in America, if I go to Ghana, I don't like paying those exuberant amounts of money just for a restaurant experience. All that you saw me share on Facebook, I did not pay more than $40 plus the tip. The food alone, it was almost $40. We're not talking about tip, but the food alone, it wasn't up to $40. And I had everything from fruit to salad to what. If I didn't have money, I don't have money, but if I didn't have anything that makes life comfortable, would I be able to afford that? No. If I were married right now to some African men, because I know they'll come and attack me right now and say I'm saying marriage is not important. That's not what I'm saying. If I were to be married to some African man right now, they'll be like, Sunday, let's go and cook fufu and eat. But look at me. I had a big platter of omelette, ham, spinach, mushroom, black olives, habaneros, jalapeno, green peppers, onions, tomato, you name it, assorted. I had steak, fresh steak that is being grilled. I had what else? I was able to meet the cream of mushroom soup with big chunks, not mushroom. They had the mushroom, broccoli with big chunks of mushroom, broccoli in it. Usually by the time I go, the broccoli is done. And you see the soup, but nothing is in there. Like everything. So I came your way to discuss how important money is. Money should not make you so obsessed that you lose yourself and make you crazy and let you be depressed. But you should have money enough to make life comfortable. Because guess what? If you don't make it, someone will. And if someone make it, you will be a beggar. Whilst I have not got to the level yet where I have it, I am at the level where I can afford basic necessities of life. I am not at the level where I have ABC to contact and say, give me money for food. Because I don't have anybody to reach out to and ask them for money for food. So I have made it an option to make sure I earn enough, whether I work 1 day or 2 days. I position myself enough, economize my life enough. I don't go and do your extra distance, bleach my knuckles off and worry about them staying bleached. I don't go and put on eyelashes. As you can see, I may not have the eyebrows. I have very long eyelash. All that you see there is my eyelash. You see that? I have a very long eyelash. I have not gone to put in Botox so that every weekend, every 3 months or 2 months or 1 month, I'll be going to shoot new one in. At the end of the day, my skin will fall apart and I will need to constantly fill it in. Because if I don't fill it in, this one has now damaged the original tissue. So I have to be putting new one in. You see, so you have to think about what is important to you in life. To me, money is extremely important to me. I don't care how you see me, but me, Mamle Godwins, money is excessively important to me. Because if I don't have money, I can't feed my kids. If I don't have money, I cannot decide what I eat in a day, in a month, in a week. If I don't have money, I cannot decide how I live my life. So I cannot imagine a religion telling me to focus on serving God over making sure I have money, which also make it easy for me to serve God. Does that make sense? Create a balanced life so that you know that God is the person that gave you the life. the energy, the ability to breathe, the ability to get up and go to that work and come. And so you will not abandon your God in your life. Me, those who know me on Facebook, my name is Mamle Yoko Godwins. Godwins, based on the Nigerian gospel artist who did that song, Godwin, my God, they win that song. That is my last name, Godwins. And my nickname is Oluwa is involved. There is nothing I post on Facebook. Those who know me on my personal page, Oluwa is involved. I don't make any post without Oluwa is involved. And it got to a point people started understanding, and they say, oh, now you understand why. I made a post and they came to the post comment section and posted, put something that said, oh, now you understand why. You don't know my story. It was God. So I can never abandon my God. But guess what? My God don't also want me to be homeless. My God don't want me on the street hungry. If I can't come to the kingdom world today or tomorrow, I have made a goal to come to church, to go to the kingdom world every Sunday. So I try not to work Sunday mornings, right? But that is what my wish is. But that being possible means I also have certain jobs, so I am able to avoid working on Sundays. But if not, and even if I get a job that I like and I have to work Sundays, and it is not a nursing job, but it's a nurse practitioner job, I will. For nursing job, I don't want to do Sunday. I'm still working on that. But for nurse practitioner job, if I get it, the pay is good and it involves weekends, I am doing it. So I want to avail myself. But until God make me have a job that I am comfortable in paying my bills without hassle, Monday to Friday, and my weekends are free, then I'm also going to be able to serve him how human being wants me to serve him. Meaning, oh, come, don't stop seeking first the kingdom of God. Seek first the kingdom of God and its righteousness. Stop chasing money. I am not chasing money. You guys are here, my Facebookers. You see me working, staying home 5 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week. Where is chasing money in that? I work 2 days a week. And I hustle for hours. In addition, so I can pay my bills and feed my kids. That is very minimal. We shouldn't live and have to work 2 days a week. But that is what I do. Fortunately or unfortunately. As long as I am working as a nurse and have not landed the kind of job I want there yet, so be it. But other than that, I want you to sit back and understand and put in your kids' brain that money is important. Let me tell you something. Something I have always shared on my Facebook or my social media page. Now, hopefully I see this. Great. I have always shared this. Listen to this.
Is the economy better under Democrats or Republicans? Now that the election is over, let's talk about it. But first, what is the economy? Well, it's more than just the price of eggs and milk. So let me share 5 economic indicators that economists use to measure whether the United States is thriving or struggling financially. First, GDP, which stands for Gross Domestic Product. This is the total value of everything a country produces. A growing GDP generally means that the economy is expanding, while a shrinking GDP indicates trouble. Secondly, the unemployment rate. This tells us how many people can't find work. Lower unemployment means more economic stability. Now, thirdly is one we've been familiar with here recently. Inflation. Inflation measures how fast prices are rising. Now, a little inflation can actually be healthy, but too much of it can hurt our wallets.
Which is what's happening right
interest rates. Controlled by the Federal Reserve, these rates impact borrowing costs for businesses and for...
I don't know about you, but if you own a credit, you have a credit card, pay attention. When you have a credit card, the 4 years that Donald Trump was in power, if you have a credit card and you are a person like me with good credit record, and they keep on, you will get those 0 interest for 60 months, 0 interest for 12 months, 0 interest. They can give you a lump sum as high as $12,000, $15,000, $20,000. If you can, and you would only pay the transfer fee, 3% or 4%, depending on what your credit card terms are. And if you are able to pay that money off within that 12 months, you do not pay interest. Tell me, which African country would you go and get somebody's $15,000 for 12 months, 15 months, 60 months and not have to pay interest on it? Good evening, William. How are you doing, William? Good to see you. Tell me, which African country would you walk into a bank? They want your money. That's why a lot of people have their money in the banks in Africa and they can't retrieve it back. You walk into the bank, you ask for your own money. This happened in Nigeria a while back, where people are even they are buying their own currency, naira. Someone can have naira, like they are, like it's ridiculous. That is how bad it is. However, the difference of what I just told you is when Donald Trump, I'm good and you, I'm doing wonderful, Chum. Thanks for asking. When Donald Trump was in power, those benefits, you won't get it. You will even be hoping that those zero interest, this thing will come on your credit. You'll be looking, it will never happen. Soon as the Democrats come in power, let's spread the wealth. It's available. If you take such money, what are you doing with it? Are you investing it? Are you doing something reasonable with it so that you like it will become beneficial to you, or you just taking it and you misusing it because it's somebody's money? I've always said that when Republicans are in power, pay rates goes up. When Democrats are in power, pay rates gets crappy. Listen to what this man said. Soon as the Democrats came in power, those benefits came back again. So what I'm saying, if I'm lying, hopefully I can be proved wrong. I can be proved wrong or right in the next 4 years, because I pay attention of this economy. But one thing I will assure you is, regardless of what the economy is, the money you make on your own is the most important thing. Your ability to self-sustain, make a decent amount of income so that you wouldn't have to need somebody's support, is the most important. Are you positioning yourself in a junction, in a corner that will make you to be financially self-sustained? Or you are waiting for political parties to switch position for you to feel financially confident? Whichever way, you should be getting, when you have a politician like Trump come in power, you should be getting profits because you have worked for the low income things you have acquired in the opposite party, to start see it work for you, so that you become richer when Trump comes. Those who bought houses in the pandemic, those who did this, those are the people that are going to be rich in the next 4 years. Those who were able to buy houses when the Barack Obama recession came, those are the people that were rich in these past recent years. Those that were able to work during this pandemic, bought houses, those are the people that are becoming rich now, millionaires. So are you studying and understanding that the economy is important? Your religion is important. But in order for you to survive it all, you need to be able to have money. To serve God, you need money. To live a healthy life, you need money. Why is it that you and I are unable to go to the gym? I cannot afford to drive every day and pay for gas. Yes, that's one of my reasons. I'm not working every day, but I cannot afford to feed my gas, the 93, at least $50, $60 every month, every week, to go to the gym, sign membership and still go and still pay for a trainer. I don't have that luxury yet. I need money to do that. So understand that the basic things you need in life, you need money. So your mindset about religion and money have to be balanced. Your mindset about money and about religion and about your life and about politics, everything has to be balanced. But understand that surviving it all is your ability to make your own money. to be self-sustained. Your ability to not be a beggar in your friends and your family's pot every day, and they'll be, she's coming again, then they'll be closing the pots in Africa. Or your ability to be not be in somebody's comment section every day and be begging for money. Or all those things is dependent on money, socio-economic money. So I cannot believe and I cannot imagine not correcting my kids' mindset about money. That I need you to serve God. Jesus, God brought us this far. Without God, I couldn't have survived this divorce. Without God, I couldn't have made it through school. Without God, I couldn't have been there for you. Without God, that gave me the strength to psychologically endure it all. God, I remember the moments where all I depended on is God's songs, Sonny Bedu's songs, on these songs, on Waymaker, Miracle Worker, with all the tears. It was God, but the strength I gained from God to endure it all. Why beg God for the spirit and the strength to endure it, so you can be able to succeed through it, so you become self-sustained financially, so you don't have to beg for food. You don't have. So why would you not put that in your kids' mind? But rather allow some religion to teach them that money is the least important thing on earth. A lot of things are important, and part of the things that are important, money can be eliminated. For you, these holidays, the people you want to do charity to, you want to support, it depends on your pocket. And guess what? I hope these churches wake up, because if they don't, example is what we are seeing, where it's been we are going through this issue with not having heating system functional, and we cannot even, nobody can say, oh, like the regular churches, I'm giving this $1,000, I'm doing this donation, we're collecting donation for a new heater, and we just buy a new heater and install. Epa, it's been long. I didn't see your post again. What happened? When people ask me questions like this, then I'm like, I should be asking you, where have you been? Epa hasn't gone nowhere, because Epa has always been here. Unless you haven't been looking, Epa has always been here. You see my point? So let's go and listen to here. But thank you for coming. How are you doing, Sheba? Listen. Oh.
Higher rates impact borrowing costs for businesses.
Hold on.
And familiar with here recently, inflation. Inflation measures how fast prices are rising. Now, a little inflation can actually be healthy, but too much of it can hurt our wallets.
Right.
Fourth, interest rates. Controlled by the Federal Reserve, these rates impact borrowing costs for businesses and for consumers. Now, lower rates boost borrowing, but higher rates cool things down. Lastly, stock market performance, which is my personal favorite. A rising stock market shows investor confidence and overall optimism about the economy. So the question is,
if you have bought stocks the past few months that are cheap, to me, I don't have mine, so I couldn't buy, but I'm telling you, there are dividend stocks that if you could buy now, they are still not up to $10 yet. In the next 4 years, you're going to be rich. That Shiba that we stopped buying, me, I made a huge loss. Ivan is still asking me for his $600. If you know, even this past this is a shoot from 19 to 3.3 today. This is the time you should be thinking about monitoring it like the wild dog within now and December, and buy it before this Trump come in power. Because trust me, they are going to go up. They are going to go up, and the business people are going to make their money, and they will constantly be rich over you, whilst you continuously get your brain belittled to think that money is the least important thing in this world. If you have you are young, you are married, you are this, there is no way 50% of your salary should pay your rent or your mortgage. If that is the case, get a roommate. If you are not married, you don't have anything, get a roommate. Get a small space. Save money. At most, you should be paying not more than 30%, 25 to 30% a month on your bills, on your shelter. I'm not there, but I'm telling you, because I know I've been there many, many times. There were times in my life where my bills are paid before my paycheck come. My bills are not dependent on my paycheck. Now they are, because I live paycheck to paycheck. Yes. But I'm still the one teaching you to understand that there is no way in your life where more than at most 40% of your income should pay for your shelter. You can't live this life like that. You have to position yourself whereby at most 40% of your salary is paying, because you're going to live in your means. So you're not going to have extra credit card bills. You're not going to have anything. The credit card bills you're going to have are going to be the gas you paid throughout the course of the month, that you use this designated credit card to pay for it. Now your salary has accumulated in your account, so you're going to use that to pay off that credit card. You get it? You are going to strategize, and your utilities are being paid. Some utilities you can use credit card, but those that you can use credit card, use that. So once you are using it with your conscience and wisely, intelligently, being frugal with it, your salary lives in the bank. So guess what? When your direct deposit come after they take your pension, your retirement, 401k and stuff, and it comes, you put that money at the end of the month towards all the credit. So on the first of the month, within first and the fifth, you pay all that credit card bills, because these are things you will still need to pay for, whether or not you have the credit card or not. You pay for food, whether or not you have credit card or not. You pay for gas, whether or not for your car transport. You pay for transportation. Let me put it that way. Whether or not you have credit card or not, you buy what, maybe paste, pomade, those kind of things. So you are buying those, and maybe every 3 months or every 6 months, depending on how bulk you buy your things. In a year, I can buy a big toilet tissue and it will take me for years. But that still doesn't apply when I have a child, because these children don't know how to manage. You see what I'm saying? So now that you first to fifth, you finish paying your credit card bills, because these are things that were need, not wants. Now you see what is left. You now go and do with the same credit card against next month payment, whilst you leave your money sitting in the bank, and go and buy again. Make a list of all. Go from your house to wherever. Make your list. Go and buy. Come and stock up. Now your money that is there, you're not going to be hungry. You have food. You have everything paid for. All your bills are paid for. Now you have peace of mind. All I have left is $500. Okay. Now what do? That $500, you put like $300 towards your stock market or index account or whatever you have going on for you. Now what do? You put this money left, you leave it there. Maybe you want to go out, hang out with your friends once a month, or do that. The way you save your money and work around money early on in your life, that is going to be how comfortable you get 10 years after you have actually secured your first good job after college, or after you became an entrepreneur, or after you started to work. The goal shouldn't be, I started working, let me go and buy Mercedes. I started working, let me go and do this. The goal should be, I started working, how do I prepare toward living a very comfortable life in my 30s and 40s and beyond? And what you do within that 21 years old to 31 years old, and what you do between that 31 years old and 41 years old, that 20 year span, you come back and thank me later. So money is important in life. Don't let anybody deceive you. If you're a guy and you don't have money, trust me, you will end up sleeping with women that have money so you can use them. You will lose your self-respect, self-dignity, self-value as a man. If you're a man with integrity, with dignity, self-worth, good degree, good career, entrepreneur, and you don't misuse your goal, you don't misuse yourself, and you have good financial capacity, you have upper hand when it comes to your money, you would now choose a quality woman who have industrialized mentality, who is entrepreneurial, who is industrial, who is supportive, who have a mindset, if not money, to support you grow and help you manage the money so that you can become successful. That woman will work with you to invest, to think, give you suggestions. It shouldn't have to be money. So you see, you'll be able to see clearly because you know what it took for you to earn the money. So you'll be able to see clearly how to pick a woman who know how to make that money, who know how to conserve that money, who is not wasteful. Not because you want to be stingy, because stinginess will not get you any, at least not me. No, you're not gonna get me if you are stingy. No, that it won't happen. But whilst you're being generous, you are also assessing who will help me to grow, who will help me to get there, who will help me to make it. You get it? YouTubers, I know we are clocking 36 minutes and I'll keep going. I'm enjoying conversation with you, but I'll try and push it to 40 and I'll let you guys go. But don't forget to subscribe, follow my page and join me. You can send super chats if you can. You can send me stars on Facebook if you want. God bless you for coming. The conversation is money. How important is money to you? Because I am seeing the same people that teaches money, keep seeking first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and everything else will be added to it, needing money. But because of the way the doctrines go, there is no money and they cannot tell people to donate to support building that, to buy. This means there's the way I'm seeing it, there's a need to buy a new heating system. And there's no money for it. The last time, I just didn't tell you Facebook, because Facebookers always know when I go to the Kingdom Hall, right? I walked, I drove and got there and have to come back home because the place was closed up. Nobody was there. I was told, later I reached out and I was told, the meeting is on Zoom. Why? Because the place is cold. The system is not working. The heating system is not working. We went today, same, it's not working. And they are working on it. And as a result, we prepare so much I enjoy going to the meetings. I enjoy going to the Kingdom Hall, and I enjoy having to answer questions these days. If you know me, when we go to the Kingdom Hall, I don't. It's usually Ivan. Ivan will raise his hand, answer questions, support questions. I don't. But I'm beginning to enjoy it, whereby I don't miss answering questions in the Kingdom Hall. I prepare for it. At least I read to understand, and so that I can provide substantiating answers. And that's the reason I don't like to be a witness, because I have to study. That's what, the thought that I have to devote my time studying for it. I want to be free. That's why I don't go to the Kingdom Hall. But I'm beginning to enjoy it. So I want to continue that. And here lies the case. We got there and the watchtower was cancelled. Anyway, so I thought we have this conversation. So if you have a child, start teaching them the importance of money. Now, not later. And that brings my conversation to an end for YouTubers. I'll send you guys bye. I'll come back again because I have other conversations I want to have. I've been wanting to have certain conversations since yesterday, and the network is not good when I'm not home. But since I'm home this afternoon, why not? Thank you guys for making it wonderful, YouTubers. I'll see you guys later.